What is with third episodes of anime today? They're so freaking awesome. So, Nanana's Buried Treasure. I really did not like the first two episodes. They were good, but not the best. This episode was a lot better. I mean, downright a lot better. I mean, we get to see the entire treasure hunting scene. I mean, last episode we saw one with the Indiana Jones type vibe, but this, I like the tone. The mechanical spider that was shown in this ruins was just so interesting. I love the setup and the way you had the running through the catacombs of a spider web to be able to get to the treasure chest. It was very interesting. I like the tone this episode really set up. It was something I enjoyed. This was a lot better example of what I should probably expect later on from this series. The first two episodes was pretty much just introducing the characters. This episode shows us the tone and what we should expect later on. So we find out someone that most likely is the main villain, or I guess main antagonist of this series. We find out Yuga is just going for his dark deeds. He stole the staff out of the treasure chest after they conquered the ruins, and completely freezes our master detective Injugo inside of the ruins, and he teleports out. What's interesting about this staff is that pretty much it can grant anyone's desires, their wishes, when they hold this staff. Right there, that's a terrifying power. But Nanana in this episode stated that it has a major weakness. We didn't find out what weakness it had, but it does have a weakness, but still, that's a deadly freaking power. I'm just gonna say that right now. So we had a demonstration of what Nanana's collection can really do. We find out different abilities of these different powers of things, like that teapot that can make tea if you just pour water in it. That was interesting. So we have a bad group of hunters that are just trying to hunt down Nanana's collection for their own dark and evil deeds. Now, we still don't technically know who killed Nanana, because, I mean, that's still up in the air. I guess that has something to do with Yuga and his entire group, because they're hunting down treasure, and if they were willing to almost pretty much kill our main characters in this episode, it shows that most likely they're working for someone villainous. So, really, I like this episode. For that alone, I like the animation style when you see Yuga teleport in front of the door, and you see that shiny gold effect behind him when the doors open. That was a badass scene. I liked that scene so freaking much. It was a beautiful freaking scene. I liked it so much it's the freaking thumbnail of this video. That's how much I liked that scene. So, I like the music. I love the action-paced music, especially when you get to see our main character, Jugo, just running through the catacombs, through the spiderweb, and you just see the platforms falling. That was really freaking awesome. I love the mechanics of having to think. Our master detective has to think about exactly how these different ruins work out in the different traps. I like that. It had some form of process ability where you have to think ahead. I like it. I like the series a lot more. This definitely has made my expectations of this series a lot higher. It's definitely raised my hopes and dreams of this series, and most likely it's going to be very good, like a very freaking good series now after this episode. Now, tell me your thoughts on Nanana's Buried Treasure episode 3. Did you enjoy this episode? Did you hate this episode? Do you feel like this episode was bad? Do you feel like this episode was good? Do you feel like this was a great demonstration of future things to come, especially with the ruins? Do you feel like most likely there might be a dark character death in the series? Do you think Yuga is part of the main villain's group? Tell me your thoughts in the comments below. Everybody, love you so much. Please be safe, and Chibi out.